right, good evening, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. It's Mo Money with you on the Mo Money Sports Network, the sports network for the sports fan. We'll kick things off immediately in the NBA, where the NBA Cup semifinals took place in both Milwaukee and Oklahoma City. Let's get you caught up here. Atlanta loses to Milwaukee 110 to 102. The Bucks improved to 14-11, good for sixth in the Eastern Conference, and the Hawks fall to 14-13, good for seventh in the Eastern Conference. Your key performers tonight were Trae Young, 35 points, 7 rebounds, and 10 assists, and Giannis Antetokounmpo, 32 points, 14 boards, 9 assists. Going to Oklahoma City, the Thunder win 111-96 to make the final. Oklahoma City versus the Milwaukee Bucks. Houston drops to 17-9, third in the Western Conference, while Oklahoma City is 20-5, first in the Western Conference. Your key performers tonight were Amen Thompson, which was 19 points, 7 boards, and 1 assist. And Shai Gilgeous-Alexander had another great night with 32 points, 8 rebounds, and 6 assists. Shai could be in the discussion for the MVP this year. And if you're enjoying this content, please don't forget to like and subscribe, as it would help the channel grow. That is your NBA portion for today. And we will now go to the NHL, where we will start with the Edmonton Oilers doubling up the Vegas Golden Knights 6-3. This was a key Pacific Division matchup with a 4-point swing, bringing 3 teams within 3 points of each other. The Oilers improved to 18-10-2, third in the Pacific. Golden Knights fall to 19-8-3, which is still first in the Pacific. Next up is in Detroit, where the Wings double up the Leafs 4-2, improving to 12-14-4, sixth in the Atlantic Division. And the Leafs fall to 18-10-2, which is first in the Atlantic Division. We continue by going to Washington, where the Capitals doubled up the Sabres 4-2, improving to 21-6-2, good for first in the Metropolitan. And the Sabres fall to 11-15-4, seventh in the Atlantic Division. And we go to Vancouver, where the Canucks lost 5-1 against Boston, who improved to 16-13-3, and Vancouver falls to 15-9-5, good for fourth in the Pacific, and the Bruins are third in the Atlantic. We continue our journey through the NHL with the New Jersey Devils at home to the Chicago Blackhawks, winning 4-1. The Blackhawks fall to 9-19-2, eighth in the Central, and the Devils improved to 20-10-3, second in the Metropolitan. And then we will continue with the Kings over the Rangers 5-1 at Madison Square Garden. The Kings improved to 18-9-3, second in the Pacific Division. The Rangers 15-13-1, fifth in the Metropolitan. And we will go to Minnesota, where the Wild defeat the Flyers 4-1, improving to 26-4, second in the Central. And then the Flyers are 14-13-4, which is fourth in the Metropolitan. And then the Columbus Blue Jackets were home to the Anaheim Ducks, and the Ducks fly past the Jackets 4-3, 11-14-4, eighth in the Pacific, 12-13-5, eighth in the Metropolitan. But I guess somebody had to win that game. And we are now going to go to Winnipeg, where the Jets hosted the Canadiens and doubled them up 4-2. The Jets improved to 22-9-1, and the Canadiens were 11-16-3, eighth in the Atlantic for the Canadiens, first in the Central for the Jets. And now we roll on to Ottawa, who beat the Penguins 3-2, and another big win for them after they beat Carolina as well, 15, 13, and 2, fifth in the Atlantic, and 13, 14, and 5 for Pittsburgh, good for seventh in the Metropolitan. And now we will continue into Dallas, where the Stars win 2-1, going to 18, 11, and 0, and the Blues fall to 14, 14, and 3. The Blues are sixth in the Central Division, and the Stars are currently third in the Central Division. As we continue our way through the league here, our next stop is in Colorado, where the Avalanche took on the Nashville Predators and beat them 5-2. Colorado improves to 18, 14, and 0, fourth in the Central, and the Predators fall to 8, 17, and 6. That's good for seventh in the Central Division. And then the Utah Hockey Club took on the San Jose Sharks in the Shark Tank in San Jose. Utah wins it 4-3, 14, 11, and 5, good for fifth in the Central. The Sharks drop to 11, 17, and 5, good for seventh in the Pacific. And then we go to Calgary, where the Flames beat the Panthers 3-0. Florida drops to 18, 11, and 2, good for second in the Atlantic. Calgary improves to 15, 11, and 5, fifth in the Pacific after a 3-0 win for them. And our final game of the evening as the Tampa Bay Lightning in Seattle to take on the Kraken. The Lightning win 5-1, improving to 16, 10, and 2, fourth in the Atlantic Division. And the Kraken fall to 15, 15, and 2, good for sixth in the Pacific Division. That is your complete roundup for this evening. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. And until next time, may your ego come from a place that keeps you humble. I'm Mo Money, Mamba.